Good morning, everyone. Let me start with quick question. Have you ever seen someone walking into meeting, say just a few sentences, and suddenly the room gets clearer, calmer, and more focused? That quality we notice before we even judge an idea is often called executive presence. Executive presence is not a title. It's not about being the loudest voice. It is the ability to create trust and influence through how you communicate, how you carry yourself, and how you make decisions under pressure. In the next minutes, I will cover why it's important, why some people are skeptical about it, the pros and cons, and the practical ways to apply it in real corporate life without becoming fake or political. First, why executive presence is important. In corporate life, decisions are made with limited time and imperfect information. Leaders look for people who can simplify complexity, take ownership, and represent the team well. Executive presence helps because it signals three things: clarity, confidence, and credibility. When you communicate clearly, people believe you, they understand your problem. When you show them confidence, they feel safe following you. And when you build credibility through preparation and consistent behavior, people trust your judgment. Here's what looks like normal workday. In a client call, executive presence is a person who summarizes the situation in 30 seconds and confirm next steps. In a leadership review, it's a person who represents risky early without panic and proposes options. And in a conflict between teams, it's the person who stays respectful, separates facts from opinions, and everyone move forward. In all these moments, your presence becomes a shortcut for others to decide, can I rely on this person or can I not? Second, why some people say executive presence is not important or why they don't like the idea. The term can feel unfair because sometimes it gets confused with style over substance. People may think it means wearing expensive clothes, speaking in certain accent, being extroverted, or copying a CEO personality. And when organizations overvalue presence, they can accidentally reward confidence more than competence, and that can create bias. So the right way to look at it is this: executive presence is not pretending, it's about making your competence visible. Many highly capable professionals struggle not because they lack skill, but they because their ideas get lost in explanations, nervous delivery, or unclear ownership. Presence is the gap bridge between what you know and what others can confidently rely and act upon. Now the now coming to pros and cons. Pros: executive presence earn you help you earn faster, trust faster, lead without authority, get your ideas sponsored. It improves career growth because leader can picture you representing the function, the project, or even the company. It also reduces friction when you communicate crisply and consistently. People stop guessing and start aligning and start relying on you. The cons are, if misused, executive presence can turn into performance instead of leadership. People may focus on optics, avoid admitting uncertainty, or dominate the room to look senior. Another downside is bias. If a company defines presence too narrowly, it can penalize different communication styles, cultures, personalities, people, or who are quieter but equally strong. So, how do we build executive presence in real life in a practical and an ethical way? I'll share a simple framework that you can remember: content, communication, and composure. Content: earn the right to be confident. Presence starts before the meeting. Know the goal, the audience, and the decision needed. Bring data, but translate it into meaning. For example, instead of saying we have five issues, say there are two risks that could delay delivery by 2 weeks, and here are three options that can reduce that risk. That's executive presence. It's a structured thinking. Communication: make it easy to follow you. Use fewer words, stronger structure, and a steady pace. Start with headline, then the evidence, and then the ask. In a status update, try overall we are on track. The main risk is vendor approval. I need a decision today on option A or B. Also practicing pausing. A short pause make you sound more thoughtful, not uncertain. Composure. Stay grounded when things get tense. Corporate life is full of surprises. A tough question, a budget cut, a production issue, a client escalation. Executive presence shows up you when you can say calmly, that's a fair concern. Here's what we know, here's what we don't yet, and here's what will we do tomorrow. You're not avoiding the problem, you are containing it. Let me add few micro habits that make big difference in day-to-day corporate life. Own your space in meetings. Sit and stand with open posture. Make eye contact and speak early within first 5 to 10 minutes so you're not invisible at whole time. Ask better question. Executives love who clarify decision. Ask what does success look like? What trade-off are we willing to accept? Who is the decision owner? Separate signal from noise. When discussion get messy, summarize. I'm hearing three I'm hearing 3 points and then list them. Be calm and not casual. You can be friendly, still be precise. Avoid over apologizing for taking time or having an opinion. Close the loop. After meetings, send a short recap, decisions, actions, owners, dates. Reliability is big part of presence. And one quick warning, do not confuse executive presence with always having an answer. Real leaders can say, I don't know yet, and then they follow it. Here's how I will find out. And when I'll come to know it, I'll come back to you. That's the combination. Humility plus ownership is powerful. So to close, executive presence matter because it helps others trust you with decisions that you make, the stakeholders, and the responsibility. It has clear benefits, visibility, influence, and faster alignment, but it also has risk like style over substance, or it can be defined too narrowly. The best approach is to treat learnable behaviors, strong content, clear communication, and steady composure. If you want one action to start today, it's this. In your next meeting, state your headline in one sentence. Ask for one clear decision and then one concrete next step. Do that consistently and your executive presence will speak for you before the title ever does. Thank you everyone. Stay stay aligned with Arnav Jain.